Okay, I'm driving again, headed back from my trip to do some training, and I thought this would be a good time to talk through one of the keys to success I've found in any kind of job search, and it's something I would make the similarity to what I did yesterday. Yesterday I gave a big presentation. It was a really important presentation. It was new to me, new to the group. And there was a potential for some problems there. Just, you never know what you're going to face. And I had to go through the experience. And then today, as I'm driving, I'm really focusing on what I learned from the experience. And I learned a whole bunch of things. I learned a lot of things about me. I learned a lot about presentation. And I've done thousands of presentations between college classes and outreach and community stuff and being on TV and on radio and doing newspaper interviews. I've done a lot of presenting, but there's still always something to learn. And when you're doing a job search, one of the things that can really help you is to take some time after you get done an interview and process it and really think about, what did I learn from this experience? What did I do well and what can I do better? And I can remember an interview I did where it did not go well. I think I was the right candidate, frankly, and I was put in a room with 4 women, and these 4 women did not want to talk to me. It was pretty clear. I had gotten the interview because a friend had gotten me a spot. He thought I would be good for it and for the job, and these women just didn't want any part of me. And they asked questions, and after the question, and I gave an answer, and my answer was the best I could do. You know, I didn't know everything about their company, but each time I answered a question, they would say, well, that's not how we do it. And they'd ask me another question, and I'd answer, and they'd say, that's not how we do it. This happened 3 or 4 times. So picture I'm in a U shape. I'm at the center of a U. There are women surrounding me. I'm at the center in the U, and it's bang, 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 4 times. That's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I say, you know, I'm a quick learner. I've worked in a lot of different organizations. I've figured it out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm just giving you my thoughts based on my experience. But part of what I think helps with an organization is to have fresh blood and new ideas. And I'm sure somewhere marrying the two between what you do and what I bring to it, things might even get better for you and your organization. And I think that's a great answer. They want no part of it. No part of it whatsoever. So I left that interview. I was really upset about it. I had never had such a bad interview. I was driving home. I had about an hour drive, and I was really upset. I mean, really upset. More upset than usual for me. And I was driving home. I was in traffic. It was late on Friday afternoon. I had driven down there. I'd left my job early. I really wanted this job. I dressed up. You could just imagine. You've probably been through the same thing, or you're thinking you're going to be going through the same thing. And somewhere about halfway home, I realized I can sit here and get really upset about this and just completely let it derail me, or I can move on and think about what I learned from the experience. So I learned from the experience that one of the things you have to do when you answer questions is you have to build common ground. You have to get the people you're interviewing with to understand that you don't know every detail about their organization. Now, many times the organization already knows this, but not all the time. And so my takeaways today, what I was thinking about today is, with this presentation I did yesterday, it went really well. One of the best presentations I've done. It accomplished a lot of objectives, but there were 2 or 3 things that I wasn't really pleased with. And today I'm trying to think about, what could I do differently to make sure those 2 or 3 things work the way they need to work. And I've written a couple of notes. I just stopped at a rest stop and wrote some notes. In fact, as I was writing the notes, I was thinking, wow, I've got to record this video today, because I made a pledge to myself I was going to record a video like this every weekday. And I hadn't recorded the video because I was so busy thinking about this whole experience. And so as you're thinking about your job search, one of the things you can do to help yourself to really improve your job search is learn the lessons you can from each time you go out and do an interview. You can't ask the people, so you've got to really be doing self-reflection. What did you learn from this experience? Or what can you do better next time? Or what did you do really well that you want to keep doing? I had a couple of those things happen to me yesterday. I'm like, wow, this is something I've really got to do. I just stumbled upon one thing and I'm like, wow, this is great. I didn't even know I could do it. I also came up with a really great analogy that I had never used before, and it worked perfectly. So today, as I'm thinking through, it's like, those are great things. But there were also, like I said, a couple of things I need to work on. So as you're going through your job search, make sure you're taking the time to think about, what do I do well? Or what did I do well? And what can I do better? And keep a list. I mean, literally write them down, because even if you get the job offer for this interview, and that would be great, you're probably going to interview again someday, and you want to have that list to go back to and say, oh, these are things that 2 years ago I did really well. Here are the things I can do better. That's one of the ways we get better at any skill. I don't care if it's playing football, tennis, golf, basketball, ballet, playing the guitar, playing the violin, within our marriage, within relationships with our friends. Constantly learning by constantly saying, what did I do well? What can I do better? So I hope that's some advice for you that you can take to heart. And I will be back to you tomorrow. Still on the road, I think. I'm not sure how far I'm going to drive today. But I hope to be able to give you more value tomorrow. If you're looking for episodes of this that you missed, certainly you can go to gettingthejobsecrets.com. That's gettingthejobsecrets.com. And feel free to share these videos with other people. If you know someone doing a job search, I'd love to have you share it with them, because I really want to help people be more successful in their job search. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.